Hey there, thanks for joining me for another episode of Blind Buys. I really do my best to try and satisfy as many requests or suggestions that I get. It's completely impossible to do every single fragrance that's asked. There's far too many, and resources are, let's face it, not unlimited. But I really do my best, and I will continue to try and do as such. I also try to do my best and write down every single request that comes in. Somehow I boggled this one. I put it up on the shelf to put in the lineup to be opened as a request, but I forgot to write down who requested it. I looked through the comments, looked through my emails. I could not find who requested this. So please, if this is you, this is specifically for you. I don't really know who else is going to want to see this other than you and I, but you asked for it, and here we are. Also, I'm working on getting all the, not all the other, I'm working on getting Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male Elixir. That's been asked for a few times. Please be patient. I'm going to get that. That'll come up here as soon as possible. I'd like to get it off a discounter, not pay retail, and probably get a couple other fragrances at the same time. So, this fragrance was asked. Again, somebody asked for it. I forget who, but this is Haramain's Musk Black Vanilla. This is an attar, so it's a fragrance oil. Hopefully it has not turned. I believe pure fragrance oils have a shorter shelf life. If you believe in that kind of thing. I'm just looking for a batch code. I'm not 100% sure there even is one. So let's just bust into this. We're taking far too long. I apologize. So we'll just bust right in there. Got a nice sharp blade. I don't know if you can hear that, but it sounds like there's like silica gel beads in there or something like that. I don't know if it's going to come out the bottom. Let's take it out the top. We've already jawed on long enough. The top's a little easier, so let's get it's coming out a little funky. I don't know what it's going to do. It's kind of like this. Let's turn it this way. I knew it. Silica gel. And it's just kind of like doing one of these kind of things. It's kind of captive up top. So it's kind of doing one of these. I don't really like it. But it's pretty well sturdy in there. I don't know how long I'm really going to wear this. Excuse me. Just kind of a filler. Guaranteed a couple days. But this is actually a nicer bottle than I was expecting. No discernible batch code. It's just a nice little guy with nice little details on it. It's not too gaudy or anything. Just clear liquid on the inside. And I had initially thought that this was going to just be black vanilla, like straight up just vanilla. But I went looking for notes, and there's nothing on Fragrantica, so we're doing a Parfumo cop-out today. And it looks like somebody has listed some sort of opinion on notes. And apparently they're saying there's more to this than just black vanilla. Um, and I'm apt to agree. Their listing is on the top, black currant, cedar, and herbaceous notes. In the middle, amber, spices, and vanilla. And in the base, frankincense, musk, and patchouli. So there's apparently more to this than you would just base off of just the name. And it does smell not just vanillic. The first thing that like comes to mind is that black currant. Like, it's sort of fruity and like sort of it's deep. It's, that doesn't tell you anything really. It's huh. It's weird. Huh. It's bizarre. It's unlike anything else I've opened, really. Um, hmm. The only other attars I've opened have been, let's face it, kind of just disgusting and ultra sweet, like really just off-putting. This is kind of nice, and I'm curious as to how strong it is. I feel like it's going to be a lot stronger than I am really ready for. Hmm. Ooh, I mean, it's nice. It's not bad. It's not off-putting. But it's not. I mean, it smells. I mean, it's like it smells like an like it smells like what I think the market streets in Aladdin would smell like, if that makes any sense at all. It's very distinctly Arabic. Like, I don't know how else to put it. There is just so much going on there that, like, just the generic spices listed in the middle is just not enough to really do it justice, because there is just so much going on. And I can't tell. I'm waffling between I like this and I don't. Do I want to wear this for 5 days or 3 days or one day or not at all? I don't know. I don't know. I got to give it a fair shot, and I got to shut up because we're already at 9 minutes here. So it's more than any stupid little bottle like this really deserves. So catch me on the other side of the waterfall and we'll figure this out, guys. Thanks. Alrighty, folks, we're back. After a few days, I think it's time that we could maybe open up something else and start wearing something that's, well, let's face it, perhaps a little more appealing in the North American demographic. Not to say this is a bad fragrance, it just is. It definitely has Middle Eastern sensibilities to it. There's not a whole lot of information about these fragrances. You can find like Musk El Haramain, you can find the Musk Black Vanilla and Parfumo and Fragrantica, But other than that, there's not really any sort of information. So actually opening the other ones might be interesting because, as we'll find out, Musk Black Vanilla doesn't really sound or smell anything like its name. These fragrances came out in 2021, I guess. On the top of these boxes, it says Al Haramain since 1970 and then 50 years. Perhaps that's a 2020 box. I'm not 100% sure. We won't do this on camera. But if you look on the, let's pick a better example. If you look on the bottom, there's the batch code, that long string of numbers. And on this Musk Black Vanilla, I've got 180321011006, which gives us an exact born-on date of March 3rd, 2021. So this fragrance is apparently 2 to 3 years old. Perhaps that's a little old for perfume oils. Perhaps it started to break down. I'm not a chemist. I don't really know. Maybe it has something to do with the half-lives of these fragrances. I'm not really sure. But we'll get into that. For housekeeping, I got this and many of the others off of Joma Shop for $17.99. They list 0.4 of an ounce on the bottle, and that works out to $44.97.5 per ounce, which is, let's face it, kind of expensive price per ounce, but it's going to take a lot of wear to get through any of these bottles. The oil itself spreads out very, not very thin, but it, on paper, on skin, you're going to end up like having to dab it around. That's kind of what I felt. You get like a drop on you. That drop is just too much in one area. Dab it on the neck, dab it on the other wrist. It's, that's just kind of what you kind of got to do with it. I was getting like one drop off of the glass dropper onto the wrist, and I would smear a little bit into the crook of my elbow, and that's kind of what I was doing. And that gave me sort of like, I don't know, a 4 or 5 out of 10 projection wise. It doesn't seem to be very boastful. It's not brash. It's not room filling. It doesn't seem, unless you screw up and put it on your notebook, perhaps, and get way too much onto it, perhaps, you will catch it on the draft. That is what it is. And then if you happen to do something like that, it's going to stay on your notebook, on your test strip for days and days and days and days. And it's not going to go anywhere because it's perfume oil. It's, let's face it, inundated. It's kind of stained my notebook, not color-wise, but fragrance-wise. It's gonna, take a little bit for this to go away. That's why testing strips are way better than using just a notebook. Despite being named Musk Black Vanilla, I never found any vanilla on my own skin. It was really more of the black currant, I thought, just fruity, like the vague spices note in the middle. That's kind of, it's like exotic spices that we wouldn't normally get in North America. That kind of an amalgamation, that sort of spice blend. It's exotic and different. It's not like your nice bland white garlic powder, onion powder sort of spice. It's different. But the only time I ever did find vanilla is 3 or 4 days down the road on my notebook paper. So perhaps perhaps at some point, maybe when this bottle was fresh, perhaps it did smell of vanilla. Although that doesn't really make much sense because vanillas are generally like pretty stable and they would end up just smelling like vanilla. So I don't really know. Yeah, it's even being called Musk itself, it's not like a white musk like I was really expecting. Perhaps musk clean is something like that, but it's not really a golden musk like YSL M7 or Bentley's musk that's chilling in there somewhere. It's not golden like that. It's like a brown, sort of animalic sort of musk. And it's not, yeah, I mean, I want to say it doesn't smell clean, but that's not correct. It smells good. It's just a little different. That kind of gives me a little bit of hope for some of these other ones. Musk Floral, Musk El Haramain, Musk Orchid, Musk Clean, Musk Poudre, and the one that I'm most interested in, Musk El Haramain Noir. The monikers are probably incorrect. They don't really tell us what we need to know, perhaps. So if you'd like to see any of these other ones open, just let me know and we'll get around to them at some point. And other than that, I don't really have anything to say super badly about it. I don't really super suggest going down this route. Maybe find some better attars, something a little more niche, although they get pretty dang expensive. So it is what it is. That being said, you guys, find something that's as unique as you are. Wear it unabashedly. Until the next time I see you, talk to you, or anything else, take it easy, you guys. Thanks.